Good morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all over the world, this is our governor, the man, the legend, Governor Westmore.
Yes.
What's going on, family?
How you feeling, man? I heard you got some announcements you want to make this morning.
We sure do.
Before you say it, let me guess. Everybody know you running for president. Hey!
No, I got one better. I'm running for reelection.
Hey!
Let it also be known that I announced my reelection on the Quicksilver Morning Show, y'all.
Come on, baby, come on!
I announced my reelection.
Yes.
Exclusive. Bah, 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 bah. Congratulations,
No,
my
I'm
brother.
excited. I'm excited. Listen, we started on this journey. We started on this journey 2.5 years ago, where we knew that. Listen, we made history together collectively in the state, but the point wasn't making history. You know, the point was we had to be able to get our economy moving. We had to be able to make our community safer. We had to be able to make sure we had the strongest public schools in America. And I'm proud to say that 2.5 years later, we know we've got more work to do. But I tell you, the progress we have made has been phenomenal. That we truly have jump-started Maryland's economy. You know, we've now added over 100,000 new jobs since our administration has come on board, and which is, by the way, more than my predecessor, the old governor, added in 8 years. We've added that in 2 years.
Talk your stuff, man.
You know what I'm saying? That we've been able to, like, our communities being safer, that we had this crisis of violence. And y'all know, y'all felt it. In all of our communities, people just did not feel safe. The numbers were crazy. And so we said we're going to have a different type of strategy. And now Maryland's having amongst the fastest drops in violent crime anywhere in the United States of America. The last time the violent crime rate was this low in Baltimore City, I wasn't born yet.
Wow.
That we have literally taken a structural deficit that we inherited, where we had a massive spending problem in the state of Maryland before we came on board. And now we have turned a deficit into a surplus and given the middle class a tax cut and given veterans a tax cut throughout all this. And so in this time of this craziness of Trump, in this time when we're watching this federal assault on Maryland, what I'm saying is right now we're in the fight, and I'm a fighter. And I'm excited to go back to the people of Maryland and say, let's keep this going, and let's make sure we're showing people what leadership looks like right now.
Hey, man, if you're just tuning in, Governor Westmore is here announcing his re-election campaign is happening.
Yes, and Governor Westmore, what can people, Marylanders, expect from your re-election campaign that may be a little different from your term now?
Well, I think people should expect to see the same level of speed and aggression that we have. That we've got to make sure that we're getting this economy going and continue to focus on growth. And when I say growth, I'm talking about, like, how are we making sure we have an economy that actually works for everybody and not just some people. And so if you think about what's happened, for example, just in Baltimore, you know, that we've been able to make the largest grants and the largest investments within the Baltimore community. When we first came on board, you know, you had Baltimore with 17,000 plus vacant homes. Baltimore was averaging almost a homicide a day. Baltimore was seeing our economic growth had flatlined. And so what do? We actually fixed procurement law. So now we've had over $800 million invested in black-owned businesses alone in the state of Maryland. And that's just through our procurement fixes and helping our entrepreneurs. That we have now been able to cut nearly 20% of all the vacant homes in Baltimore. And within the next 13 years, we're going to have all the vacant homes gone within the city of Baltimore. That we've revitalized downtown and also driven down historically low unemployment rates. So this is about economic growth. It's about making things more affordable for people. It's the reason we focus on things like these energy prices and energy bills and making sure we're driving these energy companies to bring down costs on people. So it's about making life more affordable for middle-class Marylanders. And like we always talk about, it's about work, wages, and wealth. And I want all those for our communities.
In
There we
real
go.
life, once again, Governor Westmore announcing his re-election campaign. Before you get up out here, I got to give you your props, you and Mayor Brandon Scott, for standing up to President Trump. We saw what's been happening in D.C. and him throwing shots at Baltimore, Maryland, but I really give you props for really standing your ground. And just so you know, I got confirmation that President Trump actually listens to the Quicksilver Morning Show. If you could say
He sure
something
does.
directly to him right now, what would you say to him? He's listening.
I would say that you have learned you got the wrong one with us. You really do.
Facts.
You got it twisted. Because here's the thing. It's like you cannot come after our people and come after our community and expect us not to respond.
Mm-hmm.
I love our people. And here's the difference between me and him, is that he fights our communities. I fight for our communities.
Facts.
That he wants to come at our communities, and I will always stand with our communities. That if he wants to learn and actually learn about what it looks like to make sure, to show that you can make historic drops in violent crime. If you want to come learn about what it looks like to have amongst the fastest job growth rate. We've added over 30,000 new jobs in Maryland since our administration has come on board. 30,000 new businesses.
Nice.
30,000 new businesses, over 100,000 new jobs in the state of Maryland. So if you want to come and learn instead of making ignorant tropes from the Oval Office, I invite you to come learn, and I invite you to see what actually cooperation and partnership and working with the mayor, working with community members, working with local law enforcement, and see the kind of progress you can show when we choose to work together instead of you making ignorant pot shots in the Oval Office.
Say less, as we say. Governor Westmore, keep up the great work. You know, we're always a phone call away. And like I say, I'm very proud of you, and congrats on announcing that, yes, he is running for governor again. No, he's not running for president, for everybody who was assuming that. Well, congratulations, sir.
And listen, I appreciate y'all so much. And listen, let it also be known that I announced my reelection on the Quicksilver Morning Show, y'all.
Come on, baby, come on!
I announced my reelection.
Yes.
Exclusive. Bah. Thanks, Governor Westmore.
And I appreciate y'all so much. God bless.
God bless you, bro.